think we're on. Right, I'm gonna try and share my screen. I think it's when I share my Discord as well, when I'm streaming on YouTube.
What's it doing? Knocking the volume off on?
No, it's not getting the full internet. Just cuts out. Copy.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then, oh shit. Right.
Is it all wireless?
Well, this is the thing. It was in the wired in, and for some reason I've just took the wire out now, and I'm wireless now, and it's working. So that is rather odd. Anyway, look, we need to get into it because, well, I need to get into it before. Before.
Are you recording?
I am. Good shout, Dan. I am. Because I'm so close to picking this full table up and just flinging it out the window. Right, guys, welcome. Apologies for the delay. Apologies for the mess about. If you're watching on YouTube, again, I apologise. I know it's normally 8 o'clock a start, but it's literally, I actually went to set up the stream at 7:30, and I've had issues from 7:30 all the way up, so it's been a pain in the backside. But anyway. Right, let's do a top down quick before it jumps me out. Right, so gold is doing not what I wanted it to do. However, it is what it is. Okay, so top down, guys. Am I sharing on Discord? I am, Anna. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's working.
Right, cool. Right, okay, guys. So now we know the previous month it broke above these ranges, okay, and it created all-time highs. And then what happened is the new monthly, it pushed up first and then came back down. Now we said it needs to come back down to tap previous support, which it's done that now, okay, and then it's pulled back. And now we're in an area where we don't have a clue what price is going to do. It can do anything. It can close doji, it could close bullish, it can close bearish. We don't know what it's going to do on the monthly. So the monthly is not giving us much really at the moment. We're going to have to use the lower time frames. Okay, but just want to understand that we are bullish on the monthly. We've broke out the range. We've came and tapped previous support. So we could just drive now. I can't see us driving. The reason being is because we pushed up first and then we came back down. Now, normally what happens when you get a breakout like that, the new candle, if it's going to drive, carry on up, it will pull back first, tap previous support, and then flip to drive. But because we opened up, drove like that, and then flipped back down, and now we're coming back, I can't see it driving, to be honest with you. I think this is going to close doji, right? But that's just what I think. We can't act upon it until we see a candle close, because really in Forex you don't want to think. You just want to act upon what you see. Okay, so until this closes doji, there's nothing we can do at the minute on the monthly. Okay, so that is the monthly. Not much data from that really. So we're gonna have to go off the lower time frames. Now the weekly, the weekly had closed back above this support here, back above. Okay. The new weekly opened up, tapped its previous support, which it's done, and flipped to the upside. Now, the weekly hasn't broken the highs yet of this weekly candle. Now, is this a fake out back to the upside, and this weekly is going to end up like that, maybe breaking the lows? Or is this the direction price is going to go in? Okay. Again, we don't know. We don't know. However, currently, we're back in this range, so we just have to act upon what we see. Where's the next range? Okay, so the next range is 2073, where they all come up and tap. That's all I've got, isn't it? So technically, this weekly might not get up there in this week. Could be the next one. Could take 3-4 candles to get up. That we should be coming to tap 2073 because we're technically in this range. Therefore, we should be coming up to fill the range, and then we're going to either break out or close respecting and come back down. Okay, now until this candle closes, we're bullish. We're heading towards 2073. Okay, now we haven't broke the highs, so getting in on this at the minute, we don't know. We're gonna have to use smaller time frame, but this is going to be our target today for the weekly. What day are we on today? Wednesday, aren't we? So we've still got a couple of days to get up there. Again, it might not be this candle what gets up there. We could sort of trickle up, which I call it. Where you get a candle like that, there's another week. Then you get a candle like that, there's another week. And you just sort of trickle up. I hope not, but ideally what I want to see is I want to see the weekly close back below 2017. That's what I want to see, because getting all-time highs, we go off previous data. We're not going to have much previous data to go off. Okay, but this is going to be our target for this for today and this week, basically. Okay, so daily then. So we are bullish on the weekly. Now the daily itself, again, it closed above. You've got a minor support here, 2044, and then you've got a support here, a stronger support at 2036, which you've broke above. So once you break above 2036, where do you go next? So we have to go back, look at previous data. So you broke above 2036, and then you've got a fake out back to the downside. However, where did you tap? So we tapped 2047, fake out 2047. Didn't quite make 2047, okay, but you don't really need to, because we've already tapped it here. So does that mean we've already hit our daily, our target, and we could flip to the downside? What it does. So currently the daily at the minute, are we going to create a steeper top wick, break the highs, tap 2047, then flip back down to the downside to get a fake out back into this zone, which would go along with the weekly pulling back? Don't know. Now if we are bullish and we're going to come up to these levels, we've already tapped previous support. So could we, this daily's now flipped to the upside, so you've had a break into this zone, then you've had your pullback, tap previous support, and now we're flipping to the upside to come and fill the range. Could we not buy up? We're very bullish. Everything's bullish. Weekly's bullish. Monthly's bullish. Daily's now bullish. Can we not just buy up to them ranges? Okay, I'm trying to go fast because obviously I know we're late. And if we are pushing up, we could potentially jump on some buys. Okay, so this would actually be our daily target at 2047. Now I'm a bit wary now, because we've already tapped it here and we've nearly tapped it here, and I don't like that, because sometimes, yes, you've got a target, but you know, price is always trying to catch us out. Sometimes it might just be short of the target, and then that's the grab in order to push to the lows. So is this the grab here in order to break these lows, to get down, break these lows? Is that what that is? Or are we just heading up this way? Because if you think about it, this here didn't break this. So it technically didn't break the highs of this candle, but did break the highs of this. So is price wanting to come and break above there in order to then break these lows to come back down? So now we've had a forward close, right? Where's the forward close? So the 4 hour has closed above 2041. Now all we've got to do now is see, when you get a forward close above 2041, what happens to price? Where does it go next? Well, we've seen we had a break above 2041, and you got a fake out straight back to the downside. But where did it tap? So it tapped 2044.74. So let's mark this up. If I'm going too fast, I need to ask questions. Just stop me in my tracks. Okay, so our break above, where do you go next? 4 hour just messes about, but then eventually you come through to tap 2047. We come straight through 2047, forward break above, then we mess about and then we power through. So we're going to get this. Let's have a look at more previous data. This is the thing when you go on all-time highs, you haven't got much data to go off. So you power straight through, power straight through. You power straight through, 2047. I think it's the last one. Straight through. Forward close and then straight through. Okay, so technically 100% of the time, apart from this one actually, 90% of the time when you get a forward close here, you push to 2047. Okay, however, it's 90% of the time, but like it's out of like 5, 6, something like that. So we're gonna have to be careful. So before we are bullish, everything's bullish. So I believe if we just, the only thing I don't like about this forward, why don't I like this previous forward? Do you think? Reason being, it's got no top wick, and what that means is what tends to happen. Okay, I use this word a lot in Forex because it's Forex. The charts are always changing. Okay, but when you get a breakout like that with no top wick, what tends to happen is the new candle then creates a top wick and then closes the opposite to the previous candle. So if that's the case, what tends to happen, it means this next candle should technically end up bearish or doji. So I can see us closing doji on this forward candle. It might drive, but what tends to happen when you get no top wick on the previous candle, the next candle tends to end the opposite, so bearish technically. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see what that forward does. Now, knowing this, right, that puts the odds of us getting a buy pretty difficult until the forward closes, because this candle technically could just hover around these areas until the forward closes, doji, and then the new forward goes. So we've got to be careful. This is where if you're taking a breakout on like the hour, you'd need to wait for a decent pullback. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. So hours then bullish. So we're bullish on every time frame. Every time frame. The new hours opened up, created a bottom wick, and got no top wick. So technically this hour should flip to the upside, right? Now, can we not just get a buy stop on the other side? It depends on whether the hours broke out of a zone. So you've got this zone here, but they all come and tap 2044, and we haven't tapped. Is that the advantage to get up to 2044? 17 pips. Look, this is what we don't like. So what is this for? So there is a support here on the hour. So you got tap, 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 tap. So did the hour break above that? Did. So the hours broke above that. So technically we are now in, is this the next range? Where's the next range on the hour? Yeah, this is the next range on the hour. So knowing this, can we not just take a, I think a buy stop would be best, because if the 4 hour is going to drive, the forward's done his top wick now. So we know the forward can close doji or bearish, and what we don't want to do is get tagged in on this hour, okay, for the forward to close bearish. Now the forwards technically only need to come and tap where it's tapped at 2043, and then it can come back down. So if you look at this forward, where the forward break into the zone, but you only tap 2043, and that's where we've tapped exactly. The new forward closed bearish, came down to tap 2038. So let's mark 2038 up as a potential wing back buy, and then you've got a nest play, and then the new forward was the one what drove through. So is that what we're going to get here today? Are we going to get something similar to this? So if that's the case, then this 4 hour should close nest like so, and then the new 4 will come down, test the lows, and then flip, and that'll be the one what drives through. Is that what we're going to get today? And if so, how do we get in? So I'd be very, very careful taking a buy stop above this hour, because what you might get is it might just come back up, create a top wick, and then come back down, even though it's pulled back quite a lot. Because if you look at the lower time frames, yeah, look at this 15. So this 15's got no top wick. So what you'll tend to get is you'll start seeing price struggling around these areas, and then you'll get one candle will pop up, create a top wick for it, and then pull back and come back down, and then you'll be in drawdown straight away. So we're going to have to be careful for that. I think at the minute, if we get an hour, let's have a look at the hours, because the hour is technically in this range. If we get a fake out back into this area, and it opens up and it pushes up first, we could potentially get a sell stop underneath coming back down to 2040. That would be our advantage point, coming back down. But it's very difficult for me to take a buy at the minute above here until the 4 closes, really. Unless this is the 4 what's going to drive. Every time we broke above 2040, it didn't drive straight through. It sort of closed. You got a bearish candle or a small forward candle, and then the next one drove. So look, broke above, bearish candle, and then the next one drove, broke above, doji bullish candle, and then the next one drove. So does that mean we're going to get we might as well wait for the forward candle to close? And if it closes above 2040, then we're really confident, because you've just had a nest play. This would be a nest play, that the new 4 technically should open up, test the lows, and then flip to come and fill the range. So could we not catch that? But if that's the case, that's when it's going to make its move. So that would be 10 o'clock. Would it be 10 o'clock? Yeah, it would be 10 o'clock. Because at the minute, I don't think it's going to move, guys, until we might. If anything, do you know what? Can we not just take a wing back buy from here? Because this 4, if you look at these 4s, 4 pull back, tap, pulls back, taps, pulls back. Do you know what that might be on? Wing back buy from 2038, because this 4 hour candle technically should do it. Yeah, and then this would be take partial move to break even. 17 pips. Where would stops have to be? Stops would have to be. Okay, we might be able to get a. Yeah, that's not too bad. That would do for stops. Yeah, look, that would work. Even if the 4 wants to drive, it's still probably going to have to tap 2038. Four above, yeah. Okay, that's on that, guys. So, guys, I've got a wing back buy from 20 2038. So this is what we'd be looking at. So looking at previous data, when you get that close above, the 4-hour comes and taps 2038 before driving to the upside. I'm just thinking, why is this then? What's this? What is this? Because it's technically had a pullback. So would this be the tap? If this is the tap, that means it could push past. Let me have a look. Might be best looking on the hour. So when you get an hour break above here, where the price come? Does that mean we can drive straight through now? Because these do. Is this that move? What was on about? If it is, break above, back down, up, back up. Sometimes it drives straight through, but that's coming from the highs. That's when you're breaking all these levels. You drive straight through. So I do feel you need to tap 2038, but it's whether it needs to tap it again because it's already tapped it with the previous candles. What would be our get out? Our get out would be a break below on the hour of 2037. Okay. We'd have to be aggressive on the 5 minute as well, I suppose. Okay, that's probably going to be on for me. That 2037, it would be more like 2038, and then we'd have to go risk free at 10 pips, I think. I mean 16 pips back up. Okay. It's whether this hour's going to do something like this. Yeah, that's on that. That's on for me, that guy. So it actually would be that, and then we'd be looking at take partial move to break even, would be there. If we can get down there. The only thing I'm cautious about is whether this is the move. Back up, tapped it, now we're going to come down and break the lows. That's the only thing I'm cautious of. So our get out would be the hour breaking below 2038. Let me just have a look on this. Hour. Yeah. Okay. Stops would be below 2029. Target, it's just that daily target of 2047. Okay, take partial move to break even would be 2040.48. Yeah. Okay, so let me get this onto the signals or the trade ideas. Vic's watching, sorry Vic. Do you understand why we sort of got there? We're just looking at previous data. Price tends to come and tap here if it wants before driving to the upside. Everything's bullish, so we are looking for buys, but we do feel like this forward is going to close doji before the drive. So if this forward comes down and taps it first and then closes doji, we're going to put us into profit anyway, but we should expect the next four to drive. So where we are, 2038.94. So you can either set a buy limit, guys, or you can market execute me, because I like to watch the lower time frames. What are them stops? TB2 would be 25.7. Okay, so that's what I've got going on right now. I want to have a look because what we're on with, we are 10 minutes left of the next hour. So ideally what we want this hour to close respecting. So we want this hour closing respecting this support at 20.41, right? And then that shows that price doesn't want to push down. But what will happen is the new hour, technically, I think what will happen is it'll come and want to break the lows and then flip. So we ideally want this hour closing respecting 20.41 here, if possible. Now, it doesn't actually have to, because if you look at these hours, he actually broke below and it still played out this trade, right? So it doesn't have to, but that would show signs of price wanting to push back up. Again, yeah, you don't actually need it as long as you don't break below 20.38. If we break below 20.38, we'll look to manage risk. We should be able to get out at break even, at least anyway. But I mean, look at that. That would have put us into profit straight away. What is that? I might amend. Do you know what? I'm going to amend the take partial move to break even. We're gonna go to break even after 10 pips. You can take partial if you choose. Item. Yeah, we'll take partial move to break even 20.40. That's what we'll do. To 0.4. Okay. Alright, great.
I don't know how to
I'll have a look at them.
know how much
I'll have a look. Okay. Okay, so where are we at? All the pips on this, 98. Okay, so let's have a look at this. What's the hour doing? 4 minutes left of the hour. So the 30 minutes closed, lovely. 30 minutes still closed, respecting. Can this 30 be the one what pops down? So all we're looking for now really is low time. You don't have to go down to low time frames really if you don't want to. If you want to keep it simple, just stay on the higher time frames. But if you do, you just want to see price respecting zones here. Now, again, I am just a bit cautious because this could be the move. And what's going to tell us if the hours break below. So the thing about wingbacks, what I really like about them, if this hour does break the lows like that, it's not just going to drive for the new hour. You're gonna have to pull back anyway, tap previous support, and this would be previous support. So that's where you would get out because the hours broke. This hour's broke below, so you'd get out, and then the flip would happen. Okay, so that would be our risk management. Are we going to tap 2038, or is this going to be it? Now we do tend to tap it though. But are we tapping this to then tap this, which we don't want, like that? Tap, tap, and then a power down. So that's not what we want. Why did it do that anyway? Do you know what? Why did it do that? No bottom wick. There's 1 hour left of this candle. So what made this one drive? 12, 1, 2. So still 2 hours left of that. I don't know whether this 4 would drive anywhere. Because if you look at this one, we are looking similar to this. You've tapped, nearly tapped. Okay. Then you didn't tap this, and you still haven't tapped this. So, do we need to tap this before coming down to do this? And if that's the case, can we just get a little reach to our wing back to take us up to tap to then come? That's if we're going that way. That's if we're going that way. Because everything's bullish, isn't it? Everything. Can we just break the lows? 15's closed nice as well. 15's closed. These ranges slightly out, but you could argue and say it's closed Nestle on the 15. Can this 15? No bottom wick on these two, right? So that's a sign price is going to want to come down that way sometime. So if we can get one candle come down back up. Let me have a look on the 15 anyway. What do the 15s do? Ooh. So we're basically wanting this forward to come and create that low. That's what we want. This forward to come and tap, because the previous forward is what we're looking at. This one came down to tap the low and then pull back. Same as this one. Came down to tap the low and then pull back, and then it's the next four what powers up. Next four powers up. So is that what we're going to get here? If we can get in on this, and we are going to power up to them levels, we should get some flies really. An hour left of this forward. What's this hour doing? Oh, look at this hour, guys. Look at that. Close Nestle. Sorry, close respecting. So this hour's close respecting. Now, is this the liquidity grab to push past this to tap this? Because we know price needs to tap 2044 if it wants to break the lows and drive. So is this the pullback in order to go? I'm hoping not, because if it does, it's missed us. It's very tough taking a buy stop above. See, this is why you couldn't take the buy stop above this hour. You had a lovely breakout on the hour, but remember what I said on the 4 hour? The 4 hour is probably going to close doji, yeah, and you don't want to get tagged in, because what could happen now is this hour's pulled back. This hour could come up, create a top wick for this hour, which would tag you in, and then flip to come and tap that to then close doji. I mean, you're coming up there anyway, but it's unnecessary drawdown when you might as well wait. If you can read candles and understand that the 4 hours technically tends to close doji or bearish after a no top wick 4 hour, that's what you're going to get. You might as well wait, because you're not going to do that move for another 4 hours, so why get in a position? But yes, it could drive, and if it does drive, it's not our trade to take, is it? It could be that. Now, what if we got though a 15 close above, or even a 5? Probably can't take a 5. Probably have to be a 15. What is this? What is this on here? Because this could be the driving one, so no FOMO. This is what we're trying to catch. This would be perfect. Back down, tap, back up, back down, look for another entry, gone. Is this gonna flip to the downside? Look at this 15. Oh, look at this 15. So look, you've had 2 chances to break below here, 2. So that's a sign that price needs to push back up. Right, now what we can probably see happening is we come up, maybe create a wick for this, and that gives us the liquidity, the refuel, to now get past this. Because why didn't these 2 candles do it? Well, it's not enough liquidity. It really can't get past it. It's going to have to pull back, and then you can break past this, and then hopefully that could be the liquidity grab to come back up. We will see. Is this 15 going to flip? Oh, good. I killed all my fish the other day, guys. I'm absolutely gutted. I've got a big 250 litre tropical tank, and me being an idiot, I wanted some clear. I'd just done a water change. I moved it into a different room, the fish tank, and I'd done like a huge water change, like 90% water change, because I had to, because the fish tank wouldn't fit through the door. So I put it on its side, so I take all the water out, and done the water change, put the fish back in, and I thought, oh, the water's a bit cloudy, I'll go and get some of that clear water stuff. I only bought one for pond.
Oh, man.
It absolutely wiped me full. There's one fish left, and so I've called him Stanley Hollis. His new name, Stanley Hollis, if you know who Stanley Hollis is. And Stanley Hollis is the only man to win a VC on D-Day. That's why his art is Fook. So that's what we call him, Stanley Hollis. So, but the water's still cloudy and that. I need to now do another water, because basically I poisoned all my fish. I feel so
How
bad.
many did you have?
I don't know, how many did we have there? About 8 or 9?
10.
About
10.
10.
Oh.
About 10 died in one go.
I had the shark for years.
I had like I had fish in there what we've had for years. We had like a white shark. It's about that big. Lovely fish. That bloody wiped out a lot. So I've got all my test kits and that coming today, but
That is not good.
nah. Not cheap fish as well, you know.
Nah.
Some of them, mate. Some of them. Close to like a tenner and that for per fish. I mean, I've always wanted maritime fish.
Yeah.
Do you know, like Nemo type style fish, but
Yeah.
they are like 40 quid a fish. And it's not even about the price of them. It's more about that if you get one little thing wrong with the water, it can wipe the full tank out. It's got to be perfect, and there's so many moving parts with it. From what I've researched anyway. But it looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look, you're really struggling to break this low, this 15. I think this is going to be the movie, you know. But what we can do is because the forward closes in 53 minutes. I can't see the 4 hour. I just can't see it, but it could do. But I can't see it driving, because if this 4 was going to drive to the upside, yeah, it would have carried on here. It would have carried on, and then you say, well, it couldn't carry on because it didn't have enough liquidity. But then look where it came back down to. It only came down to there. That's not enough liquidity to now push past this. Do you know what I mean? So I can't see this forward driving. So I do believe this 4 was going to close a bearish candle, whether it's doji or it's more bearish, like a small bearish candle. I don't know, but I do believe it's going to close bearish. And if we can just get down to our 2038, that might just be enough liquidity to then push and break the highs. Good morning, Mr. Hankin. How are you doing? Rise and shine. Have you been for your 20k run already? Do you know the thing where, like, he does these park runs every day or something? Or every weekend or something, just back from the dentist. Oh God, let's not talk about dentist. The money he spent on dentist, Andy. His teeth look like a bloody recce patrol, all cammed up and spaced out. What did you get done this time? Andy tells the stories of his teeth, what he's done. Big drills and that in his teeth. Oh, it knocks me sick, dentist. Not for me. I tell you what, the session was good last night. What Vic done. I jumped on a session last night. It was really good. I learnt loads. Oh, hygiene. Yeah, knacks the hygiene though, don't they? Some of them are rough as out. Hurry up and wait, guys. I do want to go for a breakfast today. And there's a cafe where I live. It's near South Stack. If you Google South Stack, right, it's a beautiful, beautiful lighthouse on Anglesey. And there's a cafe next to it. I want to go and test the breakfast there. And in the cafe, you've got big, massive glass windows. And the view is just amazing. I want to go and test that today. Come on, can we get down our zone? Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah, no worries, mate. You're a Weatherspoons trader, Andrew Hankett. I like it. Full Welsh breakfast. What is the difference between a Welsh breakfast and an English breakfast? Sheep. you get lamb with you. Okay. No, do you know what I think it is? And the only thing I can see the difference is no beans. But I might be wrong. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and it'll let you know. It'll let you know when we go live. So we trade most weekdays from normally 8 AM, but this morning I had a bit of a nightmare with technology. Most weekdays from 8 AM and London session. So it'll be much appreciated. However, I'm saying that it's Christmas now, so I'm actually not on tomorrow, and I'm not on Friday, and then I'm having a full week off because I need it. I'm having a full week off, so there'll be no streaming from what would it be? So technically this is my last day. Not streaming Friday, full week off. I'll be back on. Won't be back on the first. I'll see what the markets are like on the maybe the second onwards. Fourth probably. Don't know. Be around that week. I'll drop if you want to know, jump into our Discord group. It's free, and I'll drop a message in there when I'm back on what date. I want to work out what date I'm back on. And then next year is going to be a very, very strong year. This is a new channel, okay, YouTube. Relentless, the company's been around a while, but we have jumped onto YouTube now. So it's a new channel, we're just starting to grow. So next year it's going to hopefully blow up. We're doing fantastic on stream. We've had 19 trades altogether, 118, and had one loss. And that loss alone was a closeout for 50% of whatever your risk was. So it wasn't even a full stop loss hit. It was 50%. And here's the funny part, it would have worked out. So it wouldn't even have hit stop. The trade itself actually played out, and a couple of our members actually stayed in and caught it. But that's trading, isn't it? That's trading for you. Come on. What's this hour doing? What's this 30-minute done? So the 30's closed bearish. Oh, do you know what? Is this 15 closes back up above? This is the 15 gonna... If the 15 breaks back above here, that's going to be the push to 2044. I still can't see it driving. But you're still going to push 2044. Could we not just buy that up? 15. Could we not buy that up if the 15 breaks back above? I feel like this 15 is not the range. Because we might get this here. I reckon we're going to come and tap 2042, create a top wick, and then we're going to drop back to the floor like this. We tap 2039, come back up, we tap 2030, 42, and then that's the one what comes through. Is that what's going to happen? So is this candle going to tap 2042? That would create a top wick for all these candles, even the hour. And then are we then going to come down? So like I said, this is the liquidity grab to then get past this, because these two have got no bottom wicks. So and then that's what's going to happen today. I should leave that on, shouldn't I? Screenshot it, guys. Screenshot this and then come back and see if we were right. But I can't take this. Some people would say, well, why don't you just sell down? No one is going to do that. I can't, because at any point, really, everything's bullish. And technically, everything's broke above in that next range. So you could just drive. You could. So it's just not. Especially if this candle is coming back down. Create a steep bottom wick. And then flip the other side. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Get some tunes on here. What have I got Emma for Christmas? God. Can't tell you. She might be watching. You never know. Can't really say, Andy. I'm not very good at the thing with Christmas for me. Like, Emma's fantastic, unreal woman for Christmas. She'll sort all the kids out, sort everything out, and her cooking. The Christmas dinner is like, oh my god. So she does all that, and all I've got to do is sort her out. I've just got to get her some presents. That's it. But I can't really say what she's got. Well, you've got the kids. To be honest, quite simple this year because they're getting older. It's more technology, innit? So Mason wanted a new Xbox, so you know he's getting one of them. Ashton's got like headphones and just daft technology stuff. Just sort it out. Yeah, it's the best way to be, isn't it, Andy? We just sort the women out, they sort the kids out. Done. Ideal. Oh, that's what we like. Come on, baby. How are we going to get back down? I think... Right, I'm going to get some tunes on, guys. I can't really play Christmas songs, which I want to because the copyright situation. So it'll have to be. I can play the Relentless Trading Lounge, which is our podcast. Fantastic listen to, guys. So if you've got Spotify, just go on to Relentless Trading Lounge, get listening to our episodes. Vicky and Andy, fantastic presenters. YouTube.
It's really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Supposedly these are copyright YouTube, non-copyright saved for YouTube updated weekly. Ah, lovely. Okay. $15, both no top wicker here. So if you get a 15 close back into this area, and then new 15 comes up, creates top wick, comes back down. Can we not sell down? 30 minutes going to be interesting. Because if you get a 30-minute close above, Looking for YouTube traders for interviews in 2024. Do you know any, Pete? Yeah. Are you going to interview me? That would be good. Might get one listener, and that'll be my wife. 15, what's this doing? 30. So if this 30 closes, where's the 30 range? We need to see what the 30 does. Okay. The 30 can actually break out and then come back down. So are we going to get this here? Or are we at this point? 30 close back below. There's a man of support down the 30. Ooh, we nearly tapped it as well. So if the 30 closes like this, then the new 30 new 30 doesn't quite make it down, does it? But I still haven't tapped it. Interesting. I do not want to be on here, guys, until later than 10:30 ideally. I want to go and catch a breakfast. So every trade we take on stream, we log. Okay? We log. So this was November. Every link for the stream is on here. You can see 13 trades in November, and we had 100% win rate. Okay. December, this was our little loss here. Little loss. So it was 1% for me. And if you want to watch it, it's there. So just go on our YouTube channel, you can see it there, and why I closed out. It's so when the way I trade, it's rare that I don't even sort of put a TP in a stop loss really. I put the stop loss on there on the charts for you guys. Obviously, it's just there to protect your account worst case. But I'll watch the trade and I'll manage risk. So I'll close out early. It's rare I let a stop loss get hit. That's just how I trade. So all the links are there. December, we've had 4 wins, 1 loss, so 80% at the moment. So we're doing alright. We haven't took many trades in December though. Kind of busy. So the only trading I do is my own trading stream, yeah. And the way I trade Meraki, and then the only other trades I'll take is our trade IDs because they're from the Dean indicator. We have a Dean indicator. The power in that indicator is like crazy. That's the only thing I'll take trades off. I don't look at any other outside sources for anything. It's just my own trading and just that indicator. That is it. Because let's be honest, last year, how many people got let down with stuff? Loads. And I've tried all the indicators, all the bloody. I've had signals in the past. I've done a lot. Paid for bots, AI bots, and just all ends up in the same place. I don't know if you need this music. If you're on YouTube, Andy, can you hear my music on YouTube? good. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. This is right next to me. Look at that. How about that? And then there's a little calf over here. Fantastic place to live. It's like the walk over. Yeah, it's nice. Oh. A bit too hardcore, that song, for me. That's a nice picture. Look at that. Beautiful. What do you think of the game last night? Are you there, like, Dan?
That was all right up until 92nd minute.
Do you know what it is? I was absolutely gutted. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left and it was over. But you know what? It's sort of like... The game technically ended how it was deserved to end. Because we deserved a point, technically. I know it's a cup, right? But we deserved a point, at least, if that was a league game, because of the way we defended. But then they deserved a point because of the way they attacked. I mean, they had like 88% possession throughout the full game. So, it was like an even game. But I was just gutted the way it happened. Trippier, like... Fucking hell. I don't know why he just didn't...
I think what hurts the most is that it was another Trippier mistake.
Yeah.
Like I say, he's been absolutely spot on for us since he's arrived. And then it's all coming in a short space of time.
Yeah.
All of these mistakes.
But why do you think that is, though? Do you think it's confidence?
I don't know. I don't see it being a confident thing, because it's like Trippier seems like he's a pretty confident type of bloke.
Yeah.
But
He shouldn't have took a penalty for me, though.
nah,
I would not have put
I mean,
the pressure on him
he
to
just
take a
wanted to
penalty.
redeem himself.
Maybe.
Made it work.
Yeah. The thing with penalties, if you've got any pressure on you like that, you can't be taking one. I wouldn't have allowed him to take a penalty, me. But then again, that would have made him feel like shit, because what would you mean I can't take a penalty? You know.
Score it. Definitely will.
Yeah. But oh god, I was gutted.
So all you can say is like sort of, or whatever you say is just going to be sort of excuses, isn't it? But
Yeah.
you know, like you say, we are very stretched. And all of this, they've played loads of games. I know they get paid for it, but the caliber of games we've been playing and the way that Hal has them set up to play,
Yeah.
it takes a lot out of them. And like I say, the injuries just keep piling up and piling up and piling
Yeah.
up. I'm surprised nobody got injured in that game.
Do you know what the issue we had in that game? We had no one like a Joe Linton or a Willock who can sort of drive the ball up and keep the ball. Not one of our players could hold the ball up.
Yeah.
So we were just kicking it straight back to them. So it was just constant batting down the hatches, getting pounded and pounded until they scored. But it's just the way they scored. It's like it's typical, because I mean our goal was a mistake technically by their defender. And then we just give them another mistake, so it's like it was just dreadful. Because I was gutted, but I think we need to regroup, really. Like, we need a break, we really do. And in a way, if you think about with the injuries,
You know, we seem to just be losing players left, right, and centre.
yeah,
Bonds was supposed to be back,
yeah,
like in the next sort of week or so, but he's had another setback, so
was it?
it's going to be like mid to late January
Bloody hell.
that he's back. You know, and then there's everybody else. So like we really need to seriously invest in the squad where we can
Yeah,
within FFP and that in January, but the January transfer window is always a nightmare, isn't it? So
yeah, just
we're only be able to get a couple in.
need loans.
We'll see.
Do It's wages though, isn't it?
We've had certainly a good run since the takeover, so
Oh, we
there's
have
always
like,
going to be a burst of bubble at some point. And it's
yeah.
about how you, like you say, you regroup after that and come back stronger. So
Did you see the fan jump on the pitch?
no, my screen went off.
Oh mate, I would have like. I don't care whether you're a professional footballer or what. Like, if a fan runs up to you like that, you're in your own right to defend yourself. You don't know what he's going to do.
Well, this is it.
You know what I mean? You don't know what he's going to do.
Well, did you see that? Like all the leagues in Turkey have been suspended.
No? All the what?
Because one of the owners, the conceded within like on the 97th minute,
Really?
and the owner ran onto the pitch and punched the referee in the face.
No way.
Absolute madness. So, but then there was like mass crowds coming on, and people were trying to kick the referee in the head and things like that. It was just absolute chaos. So, like I said, thankfully nothing like that seems to happen in the Premier League. But like you say, you don't know what someone's going to do when they run onto the pitch. He could have swung it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, absolute madness. The world's going crazy.
Yeah, it is like.
Thankfully, we've still got trading.
Yeah. Look at this 30, it's really struggling. Look what's happened now though, guys, right? The hours came back up, exactly what I said has happened. The hours came up, create a top wick for this hour, and then pull back. We've got 23 minutes left of this 4. Now, if this 4 closes like this, I was hoping this 4 would come down and tap 2038 first, and then the new 4 can drive. Because what this means now is, depending on how this closes, the new 4 might open up, push up first, and then come back down. So it means this plan could be scrapped. I mean, the 30's closed bullish, but it's closed respecting this support. So we really need this to get activated within this 30. We need this 30 to come down. But I can't see this 30 tapping our zone. Just can't. We just gotta wait, guys. We gotta wait, guys. See, we're just messing about. Why are we messing about? Well, we know why, because the 4 hours is technically going to close doji. If it's going to close doji. Because if this 4 hour closes doji and we don't get activated, what it means is if for the new 4 hour to come down, it's going to have to really break the lows. And if it's going to break them lows, is it then going to push further? Tricky. 20 minutes. Got any news today? Oh, back down. Can we just buy up then? I want to see if, because if the new 4 wants to power up, no top wick on this, so we're gonna have to come up, aren't we? It might be a closer entry here. 15's closed back in. They had another fake out back to the upside, but no top wick on these 2 candles. So that's a sign price wants to come back that way. So where's this gonna pull back to? Where's this gonna pull back to? You've now got room to drive down if this hour's gonna flip. And we know the hour can come down and the new hour. So I'd ideally want this hour to be the one. Just waiting here, guys. Waiting. If you've got any questions, drop them in the chat if you're on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I've provided some value today for you.
You always provide value, Pete.
Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks, mate. I'll drop you that tenner tomorrow.
Yes. Just a week on the Dean, please.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't got the Dean, have you?
No.
Oh, mate. I took a trade yesterday. What was it yesterday? It was last night. I took a trade last night off it. Unreal. Vic's call last night just dead clear and
Yeah.
on it. I'm telling you now, she's a witch. Vicky is a witch.
I get that vibe from it.
She is
She's
a witch.
Liverpool fan, so.
Yeah, true. Yeah, she's a witch. But have you been taking the trade ideas?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are like on fire, and they're all from the Dean. Well, the Dean, and then obviously mine, Meraki.
Yeah.
So they've been unreal since we've started them.
Right, I like that as well. So, and I totally would have got the Dean, like I say, if I hadn't left me jog at the wrong time.
Oh, mate, I mean, don't get me wrong. You're still on the right track. You're on the track, mate.
No,
You know what I mean? You're definitely on the track. So don't think you're not going to get there without the Dean. The Dean just speeds her up.
It's an extra sort of tool where you can do all of your top-down analysis, mark the charts up, and then at least just flick the Dean on if you want that extra confidence that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Then at least you know, and then you've got the, like I say, because as we've spoke about in the past as well, you want to be able to do this on your own without any sort of assistance like that.
Yeah.
Just to know that you can do it if something were to happen and the Dean goes down, and then you're left just going, oh well, I don't know what I'm doing because I've just been following this to the T. So it's nice to have your own knowledge behind it, but I'd say from what I've seen of it, an exceptional tool. She's done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So and that shows in the success it's having, and the price that it's clearly going to keep going to, because just put a lot of hard work and effort into it. So
Actually, that's
good
done
for
really
the.
well. How do I join? Oh god. There's another bloody. We're getting hammered with scammers in Discord. Another one there. I've just had one of the members message me saying, this trade copy are you doing? I'm not doing a trade. I would never ever ask you for money, ever.
Yeah.
So I need to see who this little clown is. Let me have a look and get him booted from the chat. Numbers. Where are... No. Oh, we're pushing. We are pushing. Oh, we are pushing. Can we get down our zone? So now what I've seen from previous data, we might get down, but it might take a few hours to get back up, because it can do. But hopefully it'll be a case of 2 15-minute candles straight back up. Are we going to get down? Here we go. say 10 o'clock's about to close, guys. So, is this the pullback for the 4 to push back up? Now, the only thing I'm wary of now is if the 4, I suppose the 4's still got to create a top wick, hasn't it? Even if the 4 closes like this. So even if the 4 closes, activates us, you're still going to have to come back up to test the highs with a new 4 anyway. Yeah. This'll be all I'm taking today though. Until we move out of this area, really. Is this the 4 coming back? I ideally want this 4 to close respecting. We want this 4 to close respecting here, ideally. Because he technically had a break back into the zone on the 4. Therefore, you should be coming back down. But are you gonna come and tap 2044 before coming back down? Could you take a win back sell from there? The hour close respecting. Even if the hours come down. Look at that top wick area for that. Look where it's tapped and just flipped. I don't like this double top here as well. If you want to go into all that type of stuff. We haven't tapped 2040. This is what I'm saying. You've got to tap 2044, right? But is this the tap? Is this the tap to drive down? And is this the move what we were after here? Have we already had it? And if so, if that's what we've already had, this will probably power through. But I'm going off the 4 hour. I really need this 4 to pull back. We need this 4 to close above here. Otherwise, this is probably not on. Because you've technically had a 4 hour close back into the low. Therefore, where should you be coming? To be honest, you only should be coming 2036. It would probably still play out. Back into the low. Still got to pull back. Still got to pull back. So it just means you might push down first. So just be wary, guys. We could push straight down to 2033 and then pull back. So it could be a lot of drawdown, right? But there's still a significant area, 2038. So we're going to tap it, but it's whether we're going to create a steep bottom wick before coming back up. We'll see. I ideally want this 4 to close respect, and if it does, that'll be even higher chance that the new 4 come, break the lows, and then flip to the upside. So if this fought and closed respecting, perfect. But it's just whether it's going to come down and tap us first before going. Five minutes for a closure. And what is this doing? So the 15's closed. So we've created a bottom wick for this now, so it could go for me if it wants to. Still got no top wick up here, which is a good sign, because we want price to be able to want to come back up here. Especially with two candles with no top wick, that's a sign of price will come back up there. Can we just get to our zone at 2038? Come on, baby, get down. $15 close. Now if we start holding support here on the 15, so if we close doji, you're still technically below here. Sorry, close respecting. New 15 pops down, comes back up, but we might not, because the hours can come down as well. Just could get a new hour, pop down, come back, create top way. We'll see. We'll see. Three minutes left. Guys, I'm just going to start getting ready because I'm going straight out, okay, after this. Get ready, man. We'll go soon. Need some warm socks on today. Is that really Captain Winston? We look at. Okay. Okay, 50 seconds for a close on the hour. Now, this is where... Oh, look at that 4 hour, man. The 4 hours can still play out. When you get a break back below. But... technically had a break like this, it can still play out. I don't like it though. Don't like it. Through. We haven't broke any of the highs, so is this the move down? If this is the move down, ideally what we want is this candle to push down first without a top wick. That's what we want. If it pushes up first, gives us a top wick, it's probably going to flip and then drive, but it's basically we know we're coming down here, but it's how far we're going to drive, because the 4's now broke back into that range to the low. So this is what you got to say to yourself. Is this a fake out to the upside, or is this a fake out to the downside to drive up? Now, for me, previous data shows we've got to tap this, but we have tapped it. So are these the taps we need to drive back down? I'll tell you what I am interested in though, because our close back below, can we not just sell down? Because is this the 4 hour creating a top wick? 15 still hasn't broke the lows yet. Are you gonna come back? Because this didn't break the highs, so if you think about it like this logically, right? This couldn't break past this, okay? So pull back. But this didn't break past this. So it hasn't picked much liquidity up. So I can't see this now driving down, especially breaking these lows, because you didn't even break the highs. So if we can come down, activate us without breaking above here first, then we're still on. If we come up and break above here, then this idea is gone for me and I'm going to call it. So we've got to get activated before we come back above 2042, right? Because this is still telling us price wants to come back up, because 2 candles, no bottom wick, no top wick. Okay, you haven't tapped our zone yet on this push, so we've got to get activated on this area. Okay. Yeah. I can't, it's non-copyright music. I'll be back in a second, guys. Go to the toilet. It's only certain songs you can put on. Pushing. Here we go. Is this the one? Might be a pop down and then a pop up. 5 close respecting. No top wick on this 5. Okay. Can we pop down? This is what we're after, this. If you ever need a strength indicator, if that's what you use, this is a fantastic one. It's a relentless one. So gold's going down at the minute. USD's going down also, 45.3. They're quite close in their strength. See, this is what I'm saying. It might be a trade of just set and forget, because the hour could break below, and then it takes 2 hours to get back up. So hopefully we won't be waiting that long, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get activated. If we're not activated in this 15-minute, guys, I'm gonna have to go. So I'll just leave this on. We'll see. We'll see. Because there is a support here on the 15. So we're basically saying we want to bounce off this 15 support at 2038. Bounce off that, back up before coming back through. Come on, is this the pop? Is this the pop? Now remember, we can go into drawdown now because it's off the hour. The hours can pop down 2033, did I say? Around these areas and then come back up, okay? So if it doesn't happen straight away, you can be a bit aggressive though. So if a 5 pops down and we get a top wick, and you know, we can manage it off the 5 if you want. Oh. Two minutes, guys. Someone's at the door. The door. I'm gonna close this door. I got the link. Pop it in. Just tell them I'm working on it. Is this 5 gonna pop down? What the 15 doing? So the 15 still respecting this zone. Ideally, if this 15 can pop down, actually doesn't need to. What's this news? What time was this? That was news, wasn't it? Yeah, quarter past. Definitely news. So I don't know whether this is going to be a sort of pop and pop back up. This might just be a sort of a longer trade. Once we get activated, we'll see what the first few candles do, and then I'll just leave it running. And remember, the take partial move to break even. I'll definitely go to safety at 20.40, okay? But I'll probably be taking partial at 20.40.48 back in these levels. Here we go. Here we go. What are these fives doing? We're after something like that. Even when the fives pop down, new fives can come all the way back up. So something like that, that's where I would go sort of safety, risk free. Alright, mate. So five close, nice. Probably going to get activated in this next five minutes. Can we get activated? A nice pop and then a flip back to the upside. There's a minor support here, mind. Micro trading, we'll call this. Now we've got a 15-minute close in 5 minutes. 4 minutes for a 15-minute close. So the 15 might close down here. Now I was signed to get out, really. Could it be off the 15 actually? No, because the 15 breaks below anyway and then still comes back. Probably be the hour. So the sign to get out would be an hour close, I would think. An hour close back below 2038. This was a fake out. Or even an hour close below 2038.16. For me, if you get an hour close below there, an hour close below there, you can still play out. See, you can still play out with all these candles. It'll probably have to be a 4 hour. So you just got to be patient with it. Here we go, guys. We're going to get activated. The 4, because where's this 4 gonna go now? If you close back into this range, where do you go? So look, you come to these levels, but let me mark this up. So if you get an hour close around that, right, guys? I've been activated on this, so we are in. Nice big push on the 15. It's a new 15-minute candle in a minute. Now remember, we spoke about drawdown, so you should have been building yourself up that yes, you can go into drawdown, right? And you can actually come as low as 2033 if it does power down. Okay, I can't see you powering down because you haven't even tapped 2044. So I do believe what you're probably going to get is a 15 close. Ideally, if the 15 can close respecting, the new 15 will probably going to want to come and tap previous support anyway, because you're now at a 15-minute breakout if you close like this. So new 15 want to come and tap previous support and then flip to the downside. So this is where we probably will take some partial now, actually, because of them higher time frame closes. So we will take some partial at 2040 point profit. Now remember, the 4 hour closed back below, and that's not what we wanted. So that's why we've got to take partial move to break. Normally, I would have left it because expecting the new 4 hour to flip to the upside. Okay. But this might not play out for a while yet though, because if you look at these 15s, you can get a 15 close down here, then it can start trickling back up. So we're in. I want to see how this 15 closes, and then I'm probably going to call it and leave it with yous. Okay, leave it with yous. So it's for you guys to manage it. You know when to get out. If you get like hour closes, that's what we were doing, weren't we? So if we get an hour close below, you don't come back. What's this here? What's this here? Done, yeah? So if we get an hour close below there, even that can play out. It's tough here managing risk, because you can sort of, you can come all the way down to 35, 34. There's some strong areas down there where you can reject from. I'm probably going to leave this. Look, you can come as far as bloody 20, 30 and still play out. So if anything, an hour close below there, I'd probably look to get out. But at that point, you're probably not going to pull back. I'll tell you what. If you get an hour close below our entry at 20.38, then look to get out. Okay. So that's what we'll do. If we get an hour close, let's say the hour close is like this. You should get a pullback on the new hour. Then look to get out. Now you've got 44 minutes left of this hour. So this hour could drive really. Right. So I'm going to leave this, guys. I'm going to leave this with you. So if the hour closed below you, on the pullback, look to get out at break even. If this hour pulls back and closes respecting 20.38, then leave it run. Still take partial move to break even at 20.40.05. Okay. But probably only take 50%, I would think, because the 4 hour would then be flipping to the upside to hopefully come up to our target at 20.47. You might get some flies. Okay, guys. So, any questions before I go? Because I'm going to leave you with this open trade here. No?
Nah, have a good breakfast, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Right, guys. So I'll be back on stream. I'll drop a message in the non-members chat on our Discord group. Oh, look at that. Look at that, 15 no bottom wick. So this one should end up bullish. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so I'll drop a message when I'm back on in the new year, really, for streaming. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Members, I'll see you. Well, I've got a call tonight, actually. If you're on there, I'll see you tonight. If not, I'll see you in the group, in the chat. Alright? Right. Catch you later, everyone. See you later. Bye.